should be able to cook here. Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that! You're going to jinx us!
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shion? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how...
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any... You too have a Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of count, but I can't keep running forever.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. Come back and speak to me.
We'll be going to Lennox.
This must feel like a home. What was...
Let's just say I don't have... They called it treatment. But in...
You mean they experimented?
That's right. Day in and day out. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched some existence. I thought things couldn't get... Is it any wonder? Sure, I survived. And that's when it hit me.
I'm sorry. You say it's your destiny.
Are you...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give... It's that long. This struggle was... If we're...
A world free...
Not just me. If we're going... Now I see it.
A victory with...
You bet we can...
Yeah. We can do this.
Hey, Alphen, listen to this!
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Only that he's afraid.
Hey, I just think it...
It's a starship.
Well, maybe you're the...
Guys.
Oh, that's a...
Hard to argue with that.
You okay?
Actually, now that you...
Glad to hear it. That device there...
I was just wondering what it...
It's a healing pod.
Oh, you don't... Alphen?
No, Naori laid me...
So...
Yes, it sounds...
That's definitely...
What do you...
With the amount of... Alphen,
Of course.
even in that time, I'll always remember... The world's bigger if I've learned anything. And the one...
Well...
I know.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little...
Is everyone about...
Before we do...
Kisara has a point.
I'd like to hear more too.
Very well. Of course, its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But
They can be honed with the right training, and as a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively... Still. Even the lowest rung on their...
thanks for the warning. As a lord...
Come on, you've seen her.
On arts alone...
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Jeez.
Wait a second.
I am not!
Of course, separate as if such simple.
So this...
I would wager chances are
If the Renis Alma is...
That red woman's got a...
we're about to land.
If they're a... there's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegus's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegus would have required an immense source of power.
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans. The capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less.
Thinking about what could be lurking...
For such a loudmouth, you sure...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Would you two children stop squabbling?
So how many Renin...
I couldn't tell you exactly.
There's Zoogles out here.
What in the world?
This being Renin territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegus changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Do?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what up...
They seem to be just...
We need more information.
While we're at it,
And don't forget about
Let's leave the talking to Shion.
Good idea.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its...
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying...
What could be so... It's just...
From how it looks.
But why do all this?
Whatever their purpose.
He's right.
this Forbidden Zone...
You heard him. You don't have...
So,
What do you mean?
well, none of... But then, if they knew...
Ordinarily, yes. Trust me. It makes you wonder what...
Sorry.
This place is a mist.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Oh, whatever did we do?
You really have no...
Would that we have no, but to I believed he
Your eyes do not deceive.
as your lordship, the Ilkaris.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Your lordship, I descended to Dan. I witnessed the death.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt.
All red, eh?
Yeah,
What's with all these questions?
never mind. Is everything okay? I was hoping to head this way myself.
I suppose the Sovereign... I daren't stay here. I was hoping to...
You mean you know another way?
Lord Dohalimil...
Yes, strange.
But of course. I thought maybe it was a passageway between...
It's worth investigating. I shall go and assess the situation.
You'd really do that?
Our lot in life is...
Oh, why yes.
Well, we've canvassed...
No one has a faint...
You'd think that in...
Not to this extent.
Given every...
Yeah.
Everything that happens, nothing happens to...
The Sovereigns... There is one...
The Sovereign, of course.
Without the Lords, that's a pretty big dominion.
The points you make are... Come to think of it.
No.
Neither have I.
Hold up.
Assuming what I believe...
But what about
Not if the
But I thought you said that the What if something were to happen?
I'm beginning to wonder what... But Sovereign...
Whoever wins the crown thereafter. As for how
300 years... That's not the...
Do you think...
I can't...
But that would mean we never is a new...
Wait the ceremony...
There's something...
Question.
If the forbid...
Then it's decided...
One of this... Let's go find it! I didn't
And yet...
It is the way...
Unquestioned.
Even so, I used to think it was...
More to the point.
What if she's not...
It's still too...
For all we know.
Tell me, Dope.
And what's...
You know, when you're...
I'm afraid I don't...
I do. Look imposing...
I would never
So there...
Now you've got me.
If you've a bone...
What?
Hey!
I can barely
I wasn't
With nobody left... I mean...
But Dohalim...
Only current acting lords.
Even if the other lords were still around.
I wonder what they'd think. Impulsive. Now that I think of it...
Well, yeah, why would... To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow.
I know.
It feels strange to imagine...
Yeah.
If you're that curious about every lord in their household has... And luckily for us, the people...
Yes! Yes!
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them, too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
What?
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Pardon me.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but
Ridiculous. Okay.
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganath Harrows changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about it,
Yeah.
They must have had a...
Renans live it, but their loyalty...
That's what makes them...
Right.
Guess that makes you...
So, Alf...
Yeah. Balsif and the other...
Yeah, but...
I know. But at the same time, so I guess...
You're saying that even if...
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danan, I think that's...
Shion
And I'm going to keep...
What's this thing? There's something I...
What is it?
The crown in which case...
Yeah, that makes...
So...
Han freaked me.
So then this...
The last I heard.
You're saying that...
I guess over...
Now that you mention...
And that never...
A new Renaissance... In other words...
True, but...
You and me...
With any luck.
No use standing...
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? I was...
But why are nothing to say? Even kill?
I'm here to take care of something.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take, but let me tell you...
If killing me will bring you peace...
Dohalim!
First, I have business to take care of. My sins are legion.
Sure, that's it. Run away. You're just a coward!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
What's this thing?
Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah.
You think?
It is something...
Before I went down to Avakir,
Tarnigan.
he was once my dearest close... Despite Faria's lower, entranced by her playing, it was a time of great...
A friendship based on mutual respect.
I suppose it's natural you...
I would have. Now. Besides...
Your praise does me too. And even then, Tarnigan had fallen, but fate was not...
What happened?
Tarnigan was... But he was desperate. And
You mean he was...
how could I tell her? Combined with...
So instead you...
That's not the same as running away.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. As for what happened...
But if you had...
Shion's right. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm so...
Frank as always, but...
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah,
It's important to have some...
I didn't realize how difficult it is.
Sometimes just knowing...
I hope you're right. Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
This is a true masterpiece.
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Reload!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Inferno!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! I'll heal you all! Burn up! Here, let me help!
It's on!
Annihilation!
We're not ready!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Lightning Wyvern! Prepare to be sealed!
Here's the evil! Going in!
Can't get out
Here's
of
a
this!
hero! You are sealed! On guard!
Slow him down!
Eagle assault! That'll bring you down!
There you are!
Listen! Save you!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Those soldiers seem different.
Yeah.
They weren't in the least...
Indeed. And yet,
They're glit.
I've never seen it.
Maybe someone doesn't...
What, with the red woman? Ignite!
Shield and grace! Not on my watch! Appreciate the help! Denied!
These ones can run rings around us!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Burning!
Watch this! Demon Pack!
Freeze Lancer!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Demon Pack! Destruction!
This one's here I go!
Swallow Blade!
Swallow it!
Double Demon Pack! Shattering! Destruction!
Without a track time!
Crush! Eater!
Inferno crossing! Crumble!
Take this!
Hurricane strike!
Take this!
On guard! Do it!
Swallow dead!
Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer! Will this help?
I'll finish you!
Hurricane
Watch
strike!
it!
Healing circle! Hurricane!
I owe you one! Shockwave Blast!
Art shield!
Double Demon!
Not in your dreams! On guard! This one's mine! That'll bring you down!
This one's all mine!
Lunar corruption!
Burn!
Lunar blast! I'm all stocked up!
Light!
Do it! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Can't get out of this!
Water, hear my call!
Time to cross-blade! Rising Wiper!
Shield!
Here's evil!
Meteor won't save me! Just get it
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's a healing hurricane!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Will this
Look sharp!
Rising Wiper!
Hurricane Dot!
You're done!
Flaming Meteor!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's fine!
What's this?
Sword Rain Alpha!
The
flame inside me yearns to be let
This
free!
one's mine!
without a trace!
On guard!
Rising
Not in your dreams!
Murderongo!
This one's mine!
I never miss!
Take this!
Roll now!
Rising Phoenix!
Hurricane Inferno Punch! Anything in armor is mine! Nothing gets
Take
by
this!
me!
Demon Fang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Here! Prepare to be
Here! Death Blossom! Can't get out of this!
Take this!
Piercing roar!
First thrust!
Freaking does it!
Sonic Punch!
Explosion! Hear me!
What's this?
Sonic
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here we go!
Try harder! Sword Rain Alpha!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Now you see what I can do!
It's on! Double Demon Fang! Not today!
I'll stop its charge! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! That's better.
Rising Wiper!
Not in your dreams! First aid!
Rising Sun! Sword Rain Alpha!
Denied!
Water!
On guard!
Glacial Spear!
Rising Wiper!
Grand and
Mirage!
This one's mine!
There! Rising Wiper!
I owe you one. Watch this! Now or never. Take this! Now I'm in the groove!
Burn in hell!
And I'll come
First strike!
Do it! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
There's always room for improvement.
Right, here
Here's a
goes!
healing arc!
Engage! Freaking does it!
Glacial
Rising Wiper! Rising Phoenix!
What's to their ranged attack?
For my
Their
lord!
arcs were
Here
interrupted!
goes! Not in your dreams!
Locked and loaded!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Take this!
Sonic freaking does it! Leave the ensnaring to me.
Nothing
Yeah! And the pummel is to me!
That'll bring you down!
Double Demon Fang!
Into the fray!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll heal you all!
Here I come!
Hero dance!
Healing circle!
Just getting started!
Do it! Lie! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
There!
Rising Wiper!
Anything in armor is mine! Now I'm in the groove!
Demon Fang! Soaring Golden Spear! You're mine!
Arc sealed!
Take this! In a vine!
We're not finished! Eat this!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Strike!
I'll heal you all!
First strike!
Look sharp!
Tiger Blade!
Far enough!
Vanish without a trace!
Yohalim!
All yours, Kisara! Blow him down! Time to get
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. my best!
Now you'll learn!
Armor won't save you!
Where are you going? They really don't give up, do they?
Can't get out of this!
Do it!
Watch this! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Glacial spear. Pierce
Rising
Eagle.
Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer.
This one's mine!
Be still!
Look sharp!
Be still!
Here goes! Gemini
Eat
Alpha.
this!
Igneous.
Just like it does it!
Look sharp! Igneous, discharge!
Take this! That's much better.
Look sharp! Igneous, discharge!
You're mine now!
No further!
Going in. Need to pull myself together.
Crumble! Demon Fang! Super Porno Dance!
Do
Double
it!
Demon
Shield.
Fang!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Swallow Blade!
Bang
Down!
and you
Shield!
get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Those soldiers... don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
An opponent like this should be easy.
I can carve through armor!
How's this?
Vacuum Blade! All fitted and prepare to be sealed!
I think I'll pass on the handshake.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Just getting started!
Where are you going?
Arch Shield!
Not today!
This one's mine!
Sonic
Flame!
Thrust!
Reload! Havoc!
Be still!
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Water!
Nice one and ticked me off!
Take this!
This
should do it!
Here's evil!
Thrust in pain.
Freeze Lancer!
Swallow Blade!
Leap the I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molitor!
This should do it! I can carve through armor! Sonic! No further! Talon Storm! Sword Rain Alpha! Raining Blast! Frickin' does it! I'm on flame inside me! Pure to be let free!
Watch them weep! By the
This should do it! I'll finish you here and now! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Now I'm in the groove! You're mine! Blow away!
circle!
Now I'm in trouble! Double Demon Fang! Inferno Power! I'm on a roll now! Sharp Reflex!
Ready!
That's fun!
Where are you going?
Dragon in the groove!
Require a hand.
Death in a vine! Ready to ring!
Not dreams! Here!
I'll finish you! Ignite!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Rising Wyvern! Eagle Fly! Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Blue Escape! Eat this! Sonic Thrust! Double Demon Fang!
Hear my call!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Prepare to be sealed! Take this! I'm on Demon Fang!
I can handle it. Will this help? Denied.
Swallow Dance! Stardust! Talon
I owe you one.
Rising Wyvern!
Lunar Blast! Watch him!
Glacial Fire! Burning Light! Burn in Hell!
Arch Shield! Healing
I
Circle!
can carve through armor! Sonic!
Not on my watch!
These fists have got your name on them! Now I'm in the groove!
Finish without a trace!
How about this?
I'm ready!
Swallow
Take
Blade!
flight!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Make it ready!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Here, let me help.
This one's mine! Take this! Talent Storm!
The power of flame!
That freaking does it! Through!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Rising one there!
Will this help?
Eagle Assault! Thunder Touch!
What's
Here I
this?
come! Hit zone!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Pierce through!
Hurricane!
Eat dirt!
Gemini Aqua!
Shield and
Anything
Fatal!
you
All mine!
Dragon Form!
Flaming Meteor!
Finish
without a trace!
Super Explosive Rain!
Hurricane!
Explosion!
Far enough!
Inferno Punch!
Time to let it rip.
Guardian Fear! I'm ready to go!
Swallow Blade! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon
this
Fang!
help? Eat this!
No further!
Shield and
Double
Fang!
Demon Fang!
Confiscated!
Flaming Meteor!
Take this!
Inferno Crossing!
You're mine!
I owe you one.
Hurricane!
Double Demon Fang!
Do it!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'm all stopped up! Annihilation!
Hurricane!
Burn! Super Swallow
This
Dance!
one's make it break!
Swordsman handles it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I can feel my power growing.
What? With that shining foe over there.
Looks like trouble with a capital T!
This one's
Together
mine.
we got this! I'll smash you!
Inferno Cross!
You're mine!
Hurricane!
Hold that! Burn!
I'm going in.
Bring him down! Dragon Form!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolition! Flaming Meteor! Denied! Make it rain! Dueling!
All yours, Kisara.
Glacial Spear!
Rising Falcon!
Ground and power!
You're mine! Eat this! Double Demon Piston! Demon Fang!
On guard!
Huh? Ignite! Watch this!
Confiscated! Gemini Aqua! Hurricane Strike! Hurricane! Gemini Aqua!
You're mine!
Watch this! Come
Here I
over!
come!
Here!
Hurricane Alpha! Rain
Hurricane
Flash!
Strike! Healing Sword!
Double Demon Fang! Rising
Now
Weapon!
you see what I can do!
Hurricane Thrust! Rising Phoenix! Swallow Dance!
Take this going
Be
on!
still!
I never miss!
Rising Falcon!
It's time.
Swallow Blade!
In a vine.
Demon Fang!
Make it rain!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Take it! One more! Laser Ray!
Double Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Hurricane Blast!
Finish without a
Double!
Spinwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I see what it is!
Mega Ray! Ready! Going in! That shield will save you?
Double Demon Fang! I'll tear you apart! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Dragon
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Will this help?
Flaming armor won't save you! My deal?
Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Piercing
Dragon
Do it! Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Lightning!
It's time!
Talon Hurricane! Blaze on fire!
Eater!
Denied!
If it's in the sky,
Sword
it's
Ring
on!
Dance!
How about this?
Radiant
Do it! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara.
Slide storm!
Water!
Hurricane Ray!
I'll smash you! Swallow Blade!
Water!
Destruction! Eternal devastation!
I'll make your way!
Piercing! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Radiant! Here goes! Here!
Eat this! Take this! Take this! Burn it!
You shot!
Not on my watch! Inferno Club!
Away!
Healing circle!
I owe you one for that!
Rising
I'm only
Sun!
getting started! By the power of water!
Switch to offense!
Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Glimmer Dragon! Havoc Thrust!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Luna Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Hear me!
All good things!
Take it!
Glacial
Sword
Spear!
Here's evil!
Now or never.
Freeze Lancer!
In a bind!
I feel sprightlier than before.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori, I'm Maris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision.
That person. It was Naori.
She really
That's all very...
It was a conversation.
You mean all of...
But how is that even...
No.
Why not?
You guys didn't...
I felt it too.
That would make... For all we know.
So you think it...
We have no way of knowing.
Shion.
Yeah. So that was...
Yeah, there's...
What about you?
Me?
Even putting aside the reliving pain...
I can't just... Besides...
Alphen.
That's not all. I'd like to liberate...
Whether you're on Dan... Not that I'm complaining.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to invoke doodles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the...
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogles, then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point!
Havoc! Swallow dance!
Look sharp! Resuscitation!
Will this help?
Death blossom! Hurricane circle!
Sonic thrust!
Now we're not... Here!
No further!
Warrior Horizon!
Here's
a hero!
hard!
First aid!
This one's all mine!
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning thrust! Fear! Here's evil! Great
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
You hear it now! Devastation! Swallow it!
I can carve through all
Here it now! Reload!
I'm on
Inferno punch!
No
further!
Demon Pack! Here goes! Gemini off!
Talon Hurricane! Burn! Rip and tear!
Confiscated! I'm out of ammo! Target blade! Where are you going?
Dragon Form! Pierce through! Inspiration!
We require
I could do this all
This
day.
one's mine! I'm all stuffed up!
Anything in armor
Can't
is
get
all
out of
mine.
this!
Havoc,
Dragon Swarm! Storm! Sonic! Rising!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's the healing art!
Talon
I'll
Hurricane!
smash you!
Try this!
Hurricane roll now!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Eat dirt! Talon Storm!
Burning strike!
I'll let you all down.
Stay away from my friends!
Freeze lock!
Down! You're all through away! I can do this all day!
Double Demon Fang! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here, let me help! Hurricane Blade!
Take this!
Here I go!
No further!
Here goes!
You said
Not
come
on my
over!
watch!
Here! I'll wreck your
That move!
The flame inside! Here comes the big one! Ignite!
Here goes!
I've let you all down.
Lunar Arc!
Be still!
Stop! The power of
This
light!
should know! Can't end here!
Don't leave me! That'll bring you down! That's better!
Don't pay for that!
Will this help?
Talon Hurricane! Now, in the group! Their arcs were interrupted!
Can't get out of this!
Ready?
Demon
Go!
Fang! Double... Demon
Let me
Fang!
help!
Roll now! Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Mega Ray! Gemini!
I'm on it! Watch it!
Confiscated!
First
I'll
strike!
bring you back from this abyss! An
Talon
outstanding...
Hurricane!
Right up the
Here,
middle!
roll now!
All right, let me out!
Shockwave Flash!
The earth throbbing.
Under power of flame!
Dragon Shell! Now I'm in the groove!
Come over! Here! Burning strike!
Lightning!
Rising Falcon!
Here, let me help! Hurricane strike!
Dragon Form!
I'll smash you!
Aw, too shy to come
Take
forward!
this! First strike!
Reload!
Talon Hurricane!
Size is yours to be let free!
Eagle side!
Burn in hell!
I'm out of ammo! Where are you going?
Tiger Blade!
Here's a hero!
Hurricane!
Ready! Hurricane! To the fray!
Double Discon attack!
Right,
Rising
one out!
Round!
Not my finest!
Will this help? Come on! You have to
Pierce
hold on!
through!
Healing
Sword rain out!
Do you require
This
help?
one's I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Thanks!
In a bind?
Resuscitation!
You're mine!
Will this help?
Too shy to
Not like this! Here's a healing art!
Sonic Thrust!
I'll bring
Demon
you
Fang!
back from death's abyss!
Destruction!
focus!
Crush!
Resuscitation!
Burn in hell! Form!
Train harder! Healing circle! Glacial fire!
I ruin your
Demon
one.
Fang!
Lion Power!
Shattering Spear!
Pieces! Attack time!
Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Shell!
Double Ring!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
This one's mine!
Eat this!
Try this!
Inferno Crossing!
Burn!
Ready to go! Far enough!
Megasonic
That'll bring you down!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Now it's just her!
Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning! The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer.
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir.
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about...
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to... I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what...
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never... As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her. Strike back at me. And the same goes for you as well.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who... As for Tarnagan, if it weren't for the crown contest... But that's why we're fighting.
Indeed.
You can't atone, Doha. I know it hurts to hear. Forgiveness, acceptance...
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember... Not for those already passed.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right.
That's what living's all about. Punishing yourself for the past.
Only fixing the problem.
That's right.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Look. Let's move on.
Do you think Faria...
Certainly seemed that way.
The same person who's behind all of this.
Brainwashed or otherwise.
Someone used her because...
It does tell us one thing.
There's no question.
By someone capable.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy if so...
I don't know.
But the will of... I don't know, should we...
Dana's will wouldn't...
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will...
Shion's right, and I think...
I'm sorry about...
Finally, we begin...
That vision we saw.
What do you make of it?
Maybe it's trying to tell us.
Well, it could be...
That's...
Wait. What if a person's... And what if those with...
You think that's what it...
I am merely entered...
Okay, back up.
More to the point.
Whatever it was.
The strength of... Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I just need a little time. soon, we might have to be ready to face it. I'm determined to save Shield. Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
We should go through that room some more before we move on. We should go through that room some more before we move on.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
For the people of
It's off limits?
Being exclusive is one.
Strange. Whoever the sovereign.
Did no one ever talk?
No, not that I...
The Forbidden Zone, that is what we built. But now...
We should go through that room some more before we move on. Well?
These are experiments. A composite being. The creation of a governing central. Code name Sovereign.
Sovereign?
Wait, there's more. That must be the master. With all this raw...
About the lords.
Think about it. Not to mention the fact that... In other words...
What about the Sovereign?
Where do I start?
What is it? Did you find...
It's a list of names. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Test subject number 1273, Alphen.
They re-engineered me.
Alphen.
It's fine, really.
Test subject number 10105, Volron.
Volron? But that...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of...
But what about the winners of the crown contest?
Upon victory, when a new sovereign is... But according to these... It's all lies. The crown contest...
But even suppose...
Crown contests have been held, meaning that for the past 3...
The Red Woman?
It's possible. She could be working...
Either way...
What about the data record?
Not that I can see. There's nothing... I've barely managed...
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the sovereign. Only 2... So why... Was there really no...
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
But...
If that were to...
Yeah.
That's right.
If you ever...
And I would be
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down...
So that's why you lost your memories and...
Yeah.
Now that you know how she felt.
She kept... If the Renan people... Naori was the one who put that mask on me. It made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control.
Is this another memory?
What we did back then. Not so much as all in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power. That day, as Maiden, my role was to...
Linked to Lenegis itself?
But that power showed me a vision. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse, but without a Maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out his... I did what I could, using my abilities as the Maiden, but it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its... with the destructive force now slumbering inside of me. I knew especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my... That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic... That's what I hoped. But the Renis Alma was lost. My only choice was to seal away the destructive... the time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the... Please, forgive me.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared...
Naori must have left them here for the new...
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy and...
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to... By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis...
We have a Maiden in Som. Now all we need is the Renis Alma. Shion.
It's possible? You really...
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is...
You're right. It's the barest...
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved. Just hearing there's the slightest chance. Even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know.
No, it isn't! You found hope to believe...
Rinwell's right. We can rid...
Thank you. Naori and...
Starting with a little game.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search...
Yeah! We can...
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renin lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you...
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to... Thank you. So Naori, she stopped my rampage. But then, I'm so sorry.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because you paid a heavy price for... The reason you...
Is the reason for...
The thorns.
It all leads back to...
When my thorns are... I never dared... No. The truth is, about a life with the touch of my family, holding hands with Rin, embracing all the normal things I always wished I could... Is it really okay for... I'm so scared. What if it doesn't work?
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure. Forget fate. We're going to live... a normal life. There are a lot of things...
Yeah. It's such a... I know. And it's for my...
You're worth fighting.
I believe...
Good. I'll keep on fighting until our future...
Sounds like this Naori...
Her position demanded nothing less.
Yeah.
Not only that...
It's as if walls...
Which basically meant...
You inherit...
Don't I know it?
She's kind...
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman and—
After everything we've been through together.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys.
We're a long way from—
Yeah, you're right.
except the Danon Astro—
In a portion of this.
Maybe he just has...
This place looks like... Still,
Hold up.
when a preference...
That depends.
The void that are...
In that case...
Now all we—
Shut up!
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself. Reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... Are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Inferno cross! Here's a healing art!
Try harder!
First aid!
Rising Rider!
What's this? Piercing roar!
This one's all mine!
Mega Dragon Shell!
You're mine!
What's this? That frickin' does it! Here's a healing art!
Now or never. I could do this all day.
Did you see this coming?
All good things.
Rising Viper! Soaring Spear! Dragon Swarm! I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Guys, ready! Steering flag!
I can carve through armor.
Master denied!
Will this help?
Flaming
Can't
meteor!
get out of this.
First strike! Inferno Lancer Dream! Healing circle!
Thanks.
Almost! Primed and ready!
Shockwave
Watch
Blast!
this! This one's mine!
Demon Fang!
Here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Inferno
Blast!
Blast!
Crush!
Talon Storm! Steering flag!
Today! Crumble! I'll finish you here and now! Solar Blade! Slash! Pierce through! Blending Flurry!
Out of ammo!
Solar Blade! No further!
Look sharp! Healing
Hurricane! Rising!
Discharge! Annihilation!
Radiant Fang!
By the power of
It was nice while armor won't save you!
Here's a healing sword!
Their arms were interrupted! Burn!
Flaming meteor!
Breaking
Powered up!
Here I come!
Not on my watch!
Inspiration!
I can do this all day!
Listen to it!
I'm ready! I like my card count!
You pay for that! Here I come!
Let me help! I can do this all day! I never miss! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Inferno Punch!
Resuscitation!
Here I come!
Here I
No
go!
further!
Eat this! I'm only
Devastation!
getting started! Here, let me help! First
Sonic
aid!
Throw! I'll finish you here and now!
Hurricane Strike! Beast Assault!
Pierce through!
Hurricane!
There!
Hurricane Strike!
Now you see what I can do! Pierce through!
Here's a healing art!
Rising Viper! I'll finish you here and now! Your arm! Off my focus!
This one's mine! I can do this all day! Inspiration! Not on my watch!
I can do this all day! I'll tear you apart! There!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Lightning Thrust! I'll finish you here and now!
Here's a healing
This
art!
one's all mine! Ignite!
On guard! Eat this! Charge!
Here I come!
Radiant
I'm not done! Burn! Devastation!
That'll bring you down!
Rising Falcon!
Hurricane! Here, let me help!
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm!
Now I'm in the
Off my focus! Double Demon Fang!
Time to
Swallow
stop!
Dance!
Anything in armor is all mine!
I'll tear you apart!
Reload!
Shield and Sword Alpha! Now you see what I can... I'm on a roll now!
I'm ready to... I let my guard down. Ready!
Talon Hurricane!
Radiant
Can't
Punch!
get out of this!
Here!
Is this it?
I'm out of ammo!
Eat this! Talon Swarm!
Patient! Not on here! Let me help!
Talon Hurricane!
First aid! A new lease on life! Back into the fray!
Try harder!
This can't be happening!
Going in! Try this! Tiger Mouth! Talon Swarm! Come on! It's not over till it's over!
You're right. We've made it this far.
I'm ready! I'll bring you back Hurricane Strike!
Damn it! Don't pay for that! Inspiration!
I'll
do this all Listen to it!
By the power of
Swallow
one!
Blade! Super Swallow Dance! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll heal you all! Blaze of fire!
Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade!
I owe you one!
Hurricane Strike!
Eat dirt!
What? I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Crescent! Anything in armor is all mine!
I can carve through. Watch Double this! Demon Fang!
Here's the roll! Confiscated! Slide this! Burning meteor! Flame of Strike! Glacial Spear!
Blow away! Big Blast!
This one's mine! Let me help! Far enough! First aid! Snap!
Devastation!
Water!
Here I come! Flaming Fire is yours to be let free!
Freeze Hurricane Strike! Laser
Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Flaming Meteor!
Crumble! Swallow Blade!
Hurricane Storm!
Double Demon Fang! I really Eternal devastation! Flaming meteor! I can carve through armor! Severing wind!
Here goes!
Oh, damn! I'm on a roll in a vine! Here I come! Solar flame!
Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Try harder!
Can't be happening! Come on! You have to hold on!
Try harder!
I can handle it!
Going in! Inspiration!
I could do this all day!
Far enough! Take this! This one's all
Glimmer
mine!
Dragon!
I'll finish you here and now!
Rise the Tiger Blade!
Hurricane Burn!
Blizzard
Dragon Swarm!
Healing Circle!
Prepare to be sealed!
That freaking does it! Searing Flame!
Solid Storm!
Healing Arc!
Hurricane Storm! I can't get out of this! Solid Storm!
Radiant? This one's mine!
Glacial
Where are you going?
Hurricane!
Inferno!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Here, let me help! First aid!
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy.
Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renin and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I'll stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one? Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Outfit!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am...
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renus Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the Motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renus Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I didn't see that.
Tell me about it.
They definitely...
So what were they?
Is the most terrifying thing.
How about you, Shion? No. I had just so...
Unfortunately, they
both sound
Yeah, they did.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And follow it to me!
Rising Wyvern!
That's the spot!
Fire support! You picked the wrong.
Eat this! Do it! Denied!
Shion, go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Will this help?
Take this!
I'll smash you!
Sword right out!
No further!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Here, let me help.
Sonic thrust! Burn in hell!
Thanks, Shion! Swallow dance!
Confiscated!
Dragon Swarm!
Come on, roll now!
Swallow blade!
Here's a healing arc!
Swallow dance! Rising Wyvern!
Mega ray!
Eat this!
The fray!
Glacial fire!
Shockwave
Super
flash!
swallow dance!
Healing
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Rising Wyvern!
Super swallow dance!
Here I come!
Do it!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Here I go! Go!
Double Demon Fang!
Demon
Demon Fang!
You require a hand.
Take this!
How about Demon
this?
Fang!
Lunar corruption!
Take this!
Havoc General!
Now you see what I can do!
Demon Fang! Burn!
I'm gone! Ready to go!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Out of our way!
Far enough!
Gemini Alpha! Arch Steel!
Annihilation! Hurricane Bell!
By the power of flame! Finish
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Should have done that.
No further! There! Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Here's a healing arc!
I owe you one for that.
Glacial Spear! Where's evil?
That frickin' does
Double
it!
Demon Fang!
Blazer!
It's on! This should
By
do
the
it!
power of flame! Finish without
That frickin' does it!
Strike! Burn!
That frickin' does it! Take this!
explosion!
Take this!
Where are you going?
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done
In
that.
a vine?
Arch Steel! Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Will this help?
How about this?
I watch!
Crescent Moon!
Healing circle!
Nothing gets by me! Havoc far enough! Eat this!
Sonic thrust!
Just getting here!
Rising Wyvern! Prepare to
Here's a healing
eat
arc!
Flaming Meteor! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Power! How about this?
Ignite!
Healing
Hurricane
circle!
Sourceful!
Lunar
Double
corruption!
Demon Fang!
Law, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
There's always room for improvement. Hey,
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Whirlwind Kill! Take this!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern!
Now you see what I can do!
Rising Phoenix!
I'll tear you apart!
Severing Wind!
In a bind to me. Watch this.
Far enough.
Water,
The
hear my
flame
call!
inside me yearns to be let free.
Switch to offense! Here, let me help. Flaming
That'll bring you
meteor!
down.
Talon hurricane! Rip it forward!
Demon Fang!
Eagle
All
Wing!
good things
Roll!
come to an end.
Healing crescent
I
moon!
owe you one.
Inferno
Double Demon
crossing!
Fang!
Crescent moon!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Searing flame.
Rising Wyvern!
Dragon shell!
Rising Phoenix!
Hurricane out of ammo!
Rising Wyvern!
Blizzard bloom!
Ready and ready.
Flaming
I'll
meteor!
smash you.
Mega Inferno crossing! Ikara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? That's it.
Lenegus wouldn't have a next...
Correct. Avakir, once.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elder Menancia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegus, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's...
But...
I can believe it.
But what about higher...
I'd say we found...
I have business I must take, but not as yours.
But...
I'm not sure yet. One in which people won't... Things like...
When I bumped into... I feel like...
You go finish what...
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it.
Indeed.
The people of Elda besides.
Sounds like you're in it.
How could I not be? From this day, though, the memories...
Remember.
True enough.
With or without her, we should be heading back to... Looks like the people of Lenegus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your... In one sense.
You, a Ren...
I was complicit, and when I realized... A lord.
I think I can... The ability to think Zephyr taught me.
Even if it means... Or, to put... This Zephyr...
There's just...
How long...
Known what?
About the dark...
Why ask me now? But...
So basically...
Leave the past. If my brother... Well then.
Kisara?
Sorry. Did I look
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim.
I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he... But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings.
So, then why do you look so...
Oh, I don't know if I'd say so. It probably sounds weird.
Must be that maternal
Rinwell's right.
You're a pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to... If Dohalim can forge his own...
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Did we really just spend that much money?